So why is important for you to be part of this kind of event, this kind of program?
You know, I studied a lot of history and I traveled a lot.
Yeah.
For one reason, because my mom told me the only thing that never changes is human nature.
Yeah.
And the best way to learn human nature is to read history and to travel. Because you see all the similar, no matter where you live or what time you lived in, you see vanity, you see ego, you're right, or you see all people insecurity, and you learn how to monetize it. Yeah, my favorite part. Emily, almost your birthday.
Almost.
2 more days.
Very special.
It's a good thing to drink in Finland. Is it beer or wine?
I'm going with wine.
Wine? Awareness is critical in business. It's the difference between why you think someone's lucky and why you think someone's unlucky. They're just vibrating faster. It does not involve conscious thought or subconscious thought. It involves your core energy. And your energy rises when you live at an inspired level closest to your truth, to your higher self. Live an inspired life. Enjoy the pursuit of your potential. Make mistakes, learn from them, move on, vibrate faster, be aware of more, and rapidly and accurately, you can have whatever you want. The biggest mistake people make in life is they're not students of their calendar, and it costs them efficiency, effectiveness, and statistical success because they don't know, they're not prepared for what they're doing. And so like for me, to always have access to my calendar, I'm always I'm a student of it. I'm just, how can I maximize this opportunity? And I have a TV show, I have radio, podcasts, I have probably 5 different businesses, and I have my own real estate, all types of things, and I have 4 kids. That's right. So that all goes there, right? Your point is the apps are only good with that POS system. So if you can get traction, and I think your marketing understanding of a brand and to own the community. So I think looking at things a little differently, because the solution is excellent. Like you guys, take a lot to scale a whole business, to get involved with the retailers, internet distribution. It all has its own expertise. Where you guys know your business, which is rugby. You came up with a good solution. You don't have to be a hero. It's very easy to get the IP done correctly, and I'll be happy. You have my card to make introductions for you. I work with all the big shoe companies, but I think they'd be interested in talking to you. But I think it's a really good idea.
Our vision is one mainly. We want to standardize this. So it's when you buy a bike, you have to have it.
Yeah. People in the motorcycle, they spend so much money on themselves. So anything that revolves around being able to utilize your phone,
It's even more.
a jacket, like you said, have there, just the apparel side of it, of being the first safe jacket, right, with its own app, branded for Harley Davidson or BMW or whoever. I mean,
Whatever we got to see our research and see which one is most profitable.
you guys have the right perspective, the right attitude, very good team. Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely.
That was a lot of fun.
So enjoy Helsinki.
I will. Thank you for the advice too. Savoy? Savoy?
Savoy,
okay. I'd like to really go through it with you if you have the time, because I'd be a great potential.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd be happy to help.
Thank you so much.
Is that cool?
It's a pleasure.
You have my card, right?
Yeah.
Give me another?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just reach out. I answer all my own emails.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Challenge at the beginning when I was
course.
making the business plan is like, okay, there's a lot of stakeholders here. A lot of people benefit from the fact that they are alive.
You did it
basically.
right. Crawl before you walk, before you run.
Yeah. That's like
Remember, everything happens in the right way at the perfect time. So things happen exponentially. You may feel like you're here, but it's like the internet followings. You might have 1,000 followers today, and then 25 at the end of this, 2,500 at the end of this year, and then 5,000 at the end of the next year, and then 25,000 at the end of the next year, and then 100,000, and then that's 5 years. But in year 6, you go from 100,000 to 3 million. That's the same as your business. It just feels small, but you keep doing the right things and trust that you have a good return on investment. And your problem's not going away, so the need's gonna always grow, so more people will be looking, right? People are apathetic. They're just starting to have propaganda. People are just starting to talk about the shortage of bees. But the demand's gonna grow, and they're gonna start saying, oh, these beekeepers, they've had a solution for 2 years. And the UN's gonna say, this fits into our 17 pillars of sustainability. And then everyone's gonna say, oh, DuPont and P&G and all these companies that utilize honey are gonna say, oh, let's throw $100 million at these guys and make this happen around the world.
I thought I detached from an outcome, but I was very goal-oriented. It was always conflictual. They said, I'm kind of confused. What do you mean detached from an outcome? And I started saying, no, you know what, you can attach to a goal, but you want to detach your happiness that's related to that goal. I kind of touched on that because so many people tell me, oh, when I get this deal, I'll be happier. If I graduate this school, I'm going to be happier. When I make this much money, I'm going to be happier. I have my kid. And when you attach happiness to an outcome, it's destruction.
Don't attach your happiness to whether you raise money or not, whether you reach your first million or not, whether you graduate this program or not, when you get married, when you have your first child. You can attach a goal or an outcome, but not your happiness. Detach your happiness. Number one piece of advice that I give all entrepreneurs is to detach yourself from the outcome, meaning do not set your expectation of happiness to some sort of business outcome. When I make my first €1 million, when I, finish this project, when I have 100 employees, when I have 6 whatever, the biggest mistake of entrepreneurs is they attach to an outcome because they get outcomes attached to their emotional success, the happiness. So if you can enjoy the pursuit of your potential, enjoy the pursuit of whatever it is that you want, you still have to have goals and objectives, but you detach your emotional side of it that into this happiness will be achieved. No, the happiness is the journey. I make sure I understand the difference between innovation and entrepreneurship. A lot of people, they're innovators. They have great ideas, right? And ideas are important because every idea that I have is a possibility. The minute I think about something as an entrepreneur, it's a possibility. But when I start dreaming about it and I become enthusiastic, inspired in theos with God or whatever you believe in, doesn't matter to me. But when you're inspired, that's when your possibility becomes a probability. In other words, you can make a lot of money, you can help a lot of people, and have a lot of fun. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. And put the beer thing in here to open beer. I'm telling you, you'll make a fortune. Put a beer opener on it. It's rugby, for goodness sake. Have you ever played rugby without drinking beer? It's 2 in 1. Even when you're done using that, you can still get to do all kinds. When you retire, like you're which one's the bad D? Me. Oh yeah, you're done. You'd be using the beer openers for the fun of it.
Good cause.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. That's what I like, right? Make a lot of money, help a lot of people, have a lot of fun,
Yeah.
have a lot of worms.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun.